Hey, so I'm going to talk about the 21-day intermittent fasting challenge that I just completed. And I must say it was quite a challenge. But before I get into how I did it, what kind of foods I ate, and how I was able to get through without a single cheat day, and what I think about it, or what I feel about it, or has it transformed me in any way, I'm going to talk about all of those. But before I get into that, the one thing that I really believe in is that knowledge precedes change. So if you ever are trying to change your lifestyle, change your habits, the first thing that you must be looking into is how you can build knowledge around that change. So for me, it started with the Obesity Code by Dr. Jason Fung. And it was an amazing read which completely changed my perspective about fat loss, and it was completely a new science to me. So that drove me to the next set of knowledge, and I'm pretty sure you must have seen this doctor on the internet, on YouTube. Dr. Berg, and his videos are very famous, especially on intermittent fasting and keto. And I really got hooked on to his videos, his content, amazing. That really got me interested into understanding how our body digests, how the insulin levels are regulated, and how it affects obesity, how it affects diabetes, and so on. Dr. Pradeep Janmadas talks about fasting and its benefits, and how it triggers autophagy, which completely kills all the dead and damaged cells in your body and improves your immune system, and so on. So the common recurring theme was fasting, eat fewer times a day, and for better and healthy lifestyle. So I had all of this knowledge that I kept reading about, researching, and watching videos of different doctors, but yet I was not able to practically implement this or bring this particular intermittent fasting into my lifestyle. One day what happened, I discovered this particular video, this podcast of Dr. Andrew Huberman, where he talks about how dopamine affects your desire, your craving, your pleasure, the experience of pleasure and pain. And come on, even after gaining all the knowledge about insulin and high carb and the damages it causes to your body, you would still not just jump into it, because you have to give up on food. And I think food is one of the biggest parts of our life, right? How can you give up on food? And I had that fear too. Like, how could I not eat the tasty food that everybody's eating? Or how can I just jump into intermittent fasting? It's going to be hard. I'm going to feel hungry. I'm going to feel tired. I'm going to feel the craving. I'm going to drop out of this easily. But then after watching this video, I clearly understood how your cravings work, your desires work, and how you can take control of your desires. So after this, I was super excited, and I said, okay, let me do the 21-day intermittent fasting challenge. So I set a certain set of rules for myself with respect to this intermittent fasting challenge. So I'm going to talk about the journey itself, how I was able to get through the 21 days. So day 1 to day 4 was crazy, because every night from day 1 to day 4, I felt really hungry. So hungry that I would just want to go and eat something. But then I kept saying to myself that, you know what? It's very simple why I'm feeling hungry. It's because my blood glucose levels are going down, and obviously I'm feeling hungry. So I have to wait a little longer, because fat burning starts only after 3 days or 4 days. Day 1 to day 4, super hungry. What happened from day 5 to day 10? So after the 4th or the 5th day, I stopped feeling as hungry, because now I recognize that my body switched to fat burning. So there is continuous supply of energy from the fat that my body was burning, and I no longer had to depend on carbohydrates which come from my food. But then from day 5 to day 10, even though I did not have hunger, I still had the craving or the urge to chew on something, bite on something. So especially when I slept late in the night, especially in the late nights, I would feel that serious urge of really chewing on something, biting on something, or eating something. But then I had to get through that phase, because again, I reminded myself that, these are just urges that and the behaviors that I have formed over a long period of time, and I have to just withstand this or restrain from eating anything at this point. And yes, it was hard, because I could clearly see the difference between mental hunger and physical hunger. So although after day 4 and 5, I was not feeling the physical hunger, I was clearly feeling the mental hunger or the urge to go and eat from the kitchen. But then after the day 11 or day 12, I completely stopped feeling both physical hunger and mental hunger or the urge to bite on something. That's how it progressed, and till now I have not had a cheat day or anything yet. Let's talk about the results. I lost about 3 to 4 kilos, and I can see fat loss clearly around my face and my chest, and overall loss of weight, which is great. I feel less and less hungry, and I feel energetic throughout the day. And I attribute this to fat burning because when sugar levels are high or glucose levels are high in your blood, you tend to feel tired. But when your insulin levels are regulated, when your glucose levels are regulated in your blood, especially through fasting and fat burning, so you feel much energetic throughout the day. Coming to my stomach health, no gastric problems, no bloating, no burping. I don't feel so sleepy after eating. And like I told you, the energy levels are super high. And obviously, there is so much mental clarity and drive because I'm not indulging my dopamine in food. I'm not wasting it. So I have so much energy and motivation to do other things. About my stubborn belly fat. So one thing for people who are trying to lose weight, especially the stubborn belly fat, and are on an intermittent fasting routine, I would say that 21 days is too less a time to expect big results. Yes, I can see fat loss, a significant fat loss happening in my body in these 21 days, but your abdomen is one of the last places where you're going to lose fat. So at least for me, I have to continue doing this for the next 2 or 3 weeks or 6 weeks until I significantly see a fat loss around my abdomen region. And those of you who are on some kind of a routine like intermittent fasting or keto, my biggest recommendation is that you wait. Be patient, focus on the process, enjoy the process, the results will come. This definitely has increased my mental clarity and mood, and I'm super excited about taking on bigger challenges than this. So one of the things I'm going to do is extend this 21 days into the next 21 days, so which would make it 42 days of intermittent fasting. And yes, I'll keep you posted. And if you guys found this video useful, if it resonates with your experience, or if you're struggling to keep up that consistency with intermittent fasting or keto diet, I hope this helps you. Thanks for watching. Do give it a like. Let's take on life, push ourselves.